stay on mute. Name and affiliation, please, when you're called on. Thank you, everyone, for keeping your masks on. And we will start. Sasha, if you could, just give us your thoughts on the match and your level of play through the first week of the Open.
I'm happy that I'm in the third round, and I think today in general was a good match for me. I think maybe Albert, you gotta ask him that, but didn't play his best. But I'm happy. I'm happy with how the match went. I'd had two very different matches in my first round or in second round, with Sam being one of the biggest servers on tour and Albert being one of the best baseliners on tour. And I'm happy that I've won both of them in straight sets, and I'm looking forward to what's ahead.
Thank you. Questions in English, Craig?
Sasha, Craig Gabriel from Australia. When you went out for the match, or before the match, did you think that this could be this sort of a day? It seemed like you were in a hurry to get to a dinner appointment or something.
I got a Mets game to watch tonight, so no, but I know that Albert is somebody that has a lot of wins over top 10 guys, that has beaten Federer on a hard court, so I know that he's a difficult player. And once the match went my way the way it went, I did try to play as quick as possible. I did try to not give him time. I did try to kind of keep on pushing. And it worked out well for me.
How important is something like that at this stage of a tournament, to be really compact and get through these matches quickly, not knowing what could be down the track?
I think it was always a problem of mine in the beginning of my career, that I always spent a lot of hours, a lot of time in the beginning of Grand Slam tournaments. So it's nice to have kind of two matches. And I think I played two matches against two good players. I think Sam is a very good player on a hard court, has a lot of titles on hard courts, has beaten great guys here, winning that in straight sets. And then obviously Albert as well. Albert is somebody that does cause a lot of trouble to top guys. And for me, it's great to have that. And I'm in the third round now, and I'm looking forward to, as I said, to what's ahead.
Okay. Bill, go ahead.
Bill Simons, Inside Tennis.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, I want to ask you what you know about the New York Mets, but then I want to pivot to a far more serious question. In Cincinnati, you sort of kick-started this whole process. My question is, what have you learned as this has gone on for a while now? What have you learned from this process, and what exactly would you like to see?
Which process?
The process about going off court for extended periods of time.
Look, I mean, it's... Sorry, my mom is calling me. Look, I'm not going to talk bad about anybody anymore, because I've been talked bad about for a very long time, and it's not a great feeling. I don't want to do that. I think there needs to be some adjustments and some rules by the ATP. But it does get frustrating for you if you just want to set and then somebody walks off for 10 plus minutes or whatever. But I don't want to be negative anymore, and I'm not gonna. I've said everything I said. I said it in my first round press conference. I don't know what else to add. I did see that he went off again yesterday, which I found. Yeah, I think you guys can imagine how we as players, we find that, and then he wins the next set 6-0 because I think Manarino's back got a little bit stiff or something got a little bit stiff. And that does happen because, as Andy also said, in 6 minutes, 7 minutes in professional sports, in a high intense match, your body does cool down, and it's very difficult to come back and play on the same level as you did if you're just sitting down for 6, 7 minutes or 8 minutes or 9 minutes or 10 plus minutes. So it's from a physical standpoint, sometimes it's not that easy.
Going to transition to virtual. Okay.
Sure.
Nicholas, you are live. Name and affiliation, please. Thank you.
Hi, Sasha. Nicolas from Tennis Mas in Chile. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This was your 13th straight win. We can say you're in the zone now. How did you reach this mindset? Thank you.
I think it comes naturally. I think it's obviously the process started at the Olympics for me, and the match against Novak. That kind of started it off because I was down badly, and I managed to win with great tennis. And then also, I think it was very important for me to kind of back it up in Cincinnati, because a lot of the times players that for the first time in their career win something really big, like a Grand Slam title or like a gold medal, they do tend to go downhill a little bit. So it was important for me to go to Cincinnati, to a place where I've never won a match before this year, and have a great tournament. So yeah, I'm also looking forward to what's coming here, because the opponents are not going to get easier. A lot of players are very hungry, and it's going to be a fun, I think, next 10 days.
Okay, thank you. Last question in English. Jonathan, you are live.
Hi, Sasha. Jonathan Braden with USOpen.org. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You were especially dominant with your first and second serve throughout the first two matches. How important and how good does that feel to just start a tournament like that, especially with the different struggles you and other players have had with their second serve throughout the tournaments?
Yeah, I think we talked about it a lot. My serve is the kind of key to my game. When it's working, I'm playing great. When it's not, I'm losing matches like I did in Wimbledon. So I think it's no secret that my serve is probably the most important shot in my game. And I'm happy with how it's working, and I hope I can continue to get better throughout the next few matches. And everything else, I mean, as I said, the matches are not going to get easier, and I will need, that to be my weapon.
Okay, thank you. We're going to transition back to native language now. We'll go in the room and then go back to virtual. Okay?